Welcome to Montenegro, a hidden gem in the heart of the Balkans, where majestic mountains meet the sparkling Adriatic Sea. This small but stunning country offers a rich blend of nature, history, and tradition, all wrapped in warm Mediterranean charm. Start your journey in Kotor, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With its medieval stone walls, winding alleyways, and stunning bay views. Climb the fortress above the city to witness panoramic scenes of the Bay of Kotor, often called Europe's southernmost fjord. Next, head to Budva, the lively coastal town known for its sandy beaches and nightlife, where ancient walls surround a romantic old town filled with history and music. For nature lovers, Durmitor National Park offers dramatic peaks, glacier lakes, and hiking trails, while the Tara River Canyon, one of the deepest in Europe, is perfect for whitewater rafting. Montenegro is deeply proud of its cultural heritage, blending influences from the Ottoman Empire, Venetians, and Slavs. Traditional stone houses and Orthodox monasteries are scattered across the landscape, reminding visitors of the country's rich and resilient past. The people of Montenegro, known as Crnogorci, are warm, proud, and hospitable, always ready to share stories, coffee, or a glass of homemade rakija. Food in Montenegro is hearty and flavorful. Along the coast, enjoy grilled seafood, calamari, and black risotto infused with cuttlefish ink. In the mountains, you'll find rustic dishes like kakamak, cornmeal with cheese and cream, and smoked meats served with fresh bread and pickled vegetables. Don't miss Njeguški Persit, the country's famous smoked ham, best enjoyed with local cheese and a view of the hills. From coastal sunsets to alpine adventures, Montenegro invites you to explore at your own pace and fall in love with its contrasts. Whether you're wandering ancient towns, kayaking on crystal-clear lakes, or sipping coffee in a quiet mountain village, every moment feels timeless. Montenegro may be small, but its spirit is mighty. Come and discover a land where nature, culture, and tradition create unforgettable memories. Welcome to Vrasja Jezero, or Devil's Lake, a mystical alpine gem nestled in the wild heart of Montenegro. Located near Zabijak in the Durmitor National Park, this lake is one of the country's best-kept secrets. Surrounded by rolling meadows and rugged mountains, Vrasja Jezero offers breathtaking scenery and an atmosphere of peace and solitude. The name, Devil's Lake, comes from ancient legends, which speak of mysterious happenings and mythical creatures beneath its calm surface. Despite its eerie name, the lake is a place of stunning natural beauty, with crystal-clear turquoise waters reflecting the sky and peaks around it. It's a perfect spot for picnicking, photography, or a quiet walk, especially in late spring and summer when wildflowers blanket the fields. The lake also attracts birdwatchers and nature lovers, as the surrounding area is rich in native flora and fauna. Just a short drive away is Black Lake, Crno Jezero, another iconic destination, where you can enjoy scenic hikes, rent a boat, or sip coffee at a lakeside cafe. Durmitor National Park itself is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offering endless opportunities for hiking, climbing, and exploring dramatic landscapes. The local culture in the Zabijak region is rooted in mountain traditions, where life follows the rhythm of nature and hospitality runs deep. People here live simply and proudly, sharing stories around fireplaces and serving meals made with love and local ingredients. Montenegrin mountain cuisine is hearty and rich in flavor. Try dishes like lamb cooked under a sack, homemade cheese, and warm cornbread. Don't miss kajmak, a creamy dairy delicacy. Served alongside smoked meats and fresh tomatoes straight from the garden. After a day by the lake, warm up with mountain tea brewed with herbs. Or enjoy a glass of homemade rakija with the locals. Vrazia Jezero is more than just a lake, it's a place where nature and legend meet. Where the air is pure, the views are endless, and the silence is unforgettable. Come discover the mystery and magic of Vrazia Jezero. And let the wild heart of Montenegro leave its mark on your soul. St. Nedelja Church stands gracefully on a rocky island off the coast of Petrovac, Montenegro. Its white silhouette rising above the Adriatic Sea creates a picture of peaceful solitude. Built in the 16th century, this small stone chapel was dedicated to St. Nedelja, the patroness of sailors and health. According to legend, fishermen built the church to give thanks after surviving a devastating shipwreck. You can spot the island and its iconic church from Petrovac's seaside promenade. But the real magic begins when you take a kayak or boat across the sparkling blue waters. As you approach, the rocky island appears almost like a guardian of the bay. Weathered by time and tides, yet still standing strong. The church is tiny and often closed. But many visitors come simply for the panoramic views and the spiritual calm of the place. It's especially beautiful at sunrise and sunset, when golden light bathes the stone and sea in warm, ethereal tones. The surrounding area is rich in history and charm. Petrovac, once a Roman settlement, is now a cozy coastal town loved for its relaxed vibe. Stroll along the palm-lined promenade. Explore Roman mosaics, or visit the Venetian fortress on the hill. Local culture is warm and welcoming. Montenegrins in this region take pride in their traditions, storytelling, and coastal heritage. You'll hear folk music played during summer festivals, and see families gathering for leisurely meals that last for hours. Seafood is the star of Petrovac's cuisine. Try grilled octopus, black risotto, or fresh mussels in white wine sauce. Don't miss a glass of local Vranac red wine or loza, the Montenegrin brandy that often accompanies a heartfelt toast. Nearby beaches like Lucice and Parazica do offer soft sand and calm waters, ideal for swimming or simply soaking up the Adriatic sun. Visiting St. Nedelja Church is more than a sightseeing stop. It's a chance to reflect, to breathe, and to witness a piece of Montenegro's soul. Let the winds, waves, and whispers of history guide you to a tiny island with a timeless story in the heart of the sea. Ostrog Monastery rises dramatically from the sheer cliff face of Montenegro's mountains. A sacred sanctuary carved into stone, seemingly suspended between earth and sky. Built in the 17th century by Saint Basil of Ostrog, the monastery has become one of the most important pilgrimage sites in the Balkans. Its gleaming white facade contrasts beautifully with the dark rock, creating a powerful and spiritual image that draws both believers and travelers alike. To reach Ostrog, visitors journey up winding mountain roads, passing through pine forests and breathtaking viewpoints along the way. The monastery is divided into two parts: the lower monastery, surrounded by gardens and guest houses, and the upper monastery, built high into the cliff. The upper monastery houses the relics of Saint Basil, which many pilgrims believe hold miraculous healing powers. Thousands of people from all faiths visit Ostrog each year, walking barefoot up the rocky path as a sign of devotion. The monastery's interior is modest but deeply spiritual, with ancient frescoes painted directly on the cave walls. From the monastery balconies, you'll see sweeping views of the Zeta Valley, a peaceful panorama of hills, villages, and olive groves. Beyond its spiritual importance, Ostrog is also a symbol of unity, welcoming Orthodox Christians, Catholics, and Muslims alike. Local Montenegrins are proud of this spiritual harmony, and often speak of Ostrog as a place of peace for all people. In the nearby towns of Danilovgrad and Nikšić, you can explore traditional markets, old churches, and cozy cafes. Montenegrin cuisine here is hearty and flavorful. Try kakamak, a mountain-style cornmeal dish with cheese, or lamb cooked under a sack. You'll also find homemade rakija, the region's strong fruit brandy, often served with a smile and a warm welcome. For dessert, don't miss pristines, fried dough balls drizzled with honey or jam. Visiting Ostrog is more than a cultural trip. It's a moment of reflection, awe, and connection with something greater. Whether you're drawn by faith, curiosity, or beauty, Ostrog Monastery will leave you with a sense of wonder that stays long after you've left. The river Rijeka Crnojevica flows gracefully through the heart of Montenegro, nestled between lush green hills and ancient stone bridges. This hidden gem lies just a short drive from Lake Scatter, offering serene beauty and timeless charm. The town of Rijeka Crnojevica was once a royal capital, and today, it preserves its history in quiet elegance. The iconic stone bridge, built in the 19th century, arches proudly over the calm waters, perfect for photos and peaceful walks. Renting a small boat or kayak is the best way to explore, gliding through lily-covered waters surrounded by birds and reeds. The river winds through breathtaking landscapes, leading to quiet fishing villages and untouched nature. In spring and summer, the riverbanks come alive with wildflowers, while flocks of herons and pelicans soar above. Locals are known for their hospitality and pride in tradition, always ready to share stories or pour you a glass of homemade wine. The culture here is deeply tied to the river, with many families fishing, farming, and living off the land. When it comes to food, the region is rich with flavor. Try smoked carp or grilled trout, freshly caught and expertly prepared. Another local specialty is savapi, small grilled sausages served with fresh bread, often enjoyed at riverside taverns with panoramic views. For dessert, try krofni, fluffy donuts filled with jam or chocolate, best enjoyed with a strong cup of Montenegrin coffee. Wine is also an essential part of local life. Small family wineries offer tastings of bold reds and crisp whites. The peaceful rhythm of the river invites you to slow down, to breathe deeply and enjoy the harmony of nature and heritage. Sunsets over Rijeka Crnojevica are especially magical, as golden light reflects on the water and silhouettes the hills. For those seeking a quiet escape with cultural richness, this river town is a place of simple beauty and deep soul. From history to nature, from food to friendship, Rijeka Crnojevica captures the essence of Montenegro in every ripple. Drmitar National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of Montenegro's most breathtaking natural treasures. Located in the northwestern region near the town of Zabiak, the park is home to dramatic peaks, deep canyons, and glacial lakes. The towering Mount Drmitar reaches over 2,500 meters, making it a haven for hikers, climbers, and nature lovers. In summer, the trails offer endless adventures through alpine meadows, while winter transforms Drmitar into a snowy playground for skiers and snowboarders. One of the most iconic sights is the Black Lake, or Crno Jezero, a tranquil body of water reflecting pine forests and mountain slopes. The park also features the Tara River Canyon, the deepest in Europe and perfect for thrilling whitewater rafting. Adrenaline seekers can cross the famous Drdovica Tara Bridge, a marvel of engineering with panoramic views of the canyon below. The people of this region, known for their resilience and warmth, maintain a rich connection to the land and traditional ways of life. You'll often see shepherds tending flocks in open pastures, or locals selling homemade cheese, honey, and wild berry jams. Traditional Montenegrin dishes are hearty and full of flavor. Try kakamak, a creamy potato and cheese dish, or sisvara, made with cornmeal and cream. Lamb cooked under a sack, a metal dome covered with coals, is a slow-cooked delicacy served in mountain inns and family-run restaurants. And don't miss Prsuta, the famous Montenegrin smoked ham, usually paired with local cheese and rustic bread. The people of Zabiak and nearby villages are proud of their heritage, and many festivals celebrate folklore, music, and seasonal harvests. Evenings in Drmitar are peaceful and clear, with star-filled skies and the scent of pine in the air. Whether you're hiking to a remote summit or sharing a homemade meal by a fireplace, Drmitar welcomes you with open arms. It's a place where nature, culture, and tradition live in harmony, offering unforgettable memories in every direction you look. Drmitar National Park is not just a destination. It's a journey into the wild soul of Montenegro. Kapitanovo Lake is a hidden alpine gem nestled in the mountains of central Montenegro. Located on the high plains of Lakavica, between Nikšić and Kolasin. Surrounded by rugged limestone peaks and green pastures, the lake sits at an altitude of over 1,600 meters above sea level. Its crystal clear, turquoise waters reflect the dramatic karst cliffs, creating a magical scene that feels untouched by time. Reaching the lake requires a scenic off-road journey, making it a true reward for adventurous travelers. Along the way, you'll pass through vast highland landscapes, dotted with small shepherd huts and grazing sheep. Hiking around Kapitanovo Lake is a serene experience, with trails leading to panoramic viewpoints and nearby hidden valleys. In summer, the lake is ideal for a cool swim, while the surrounding meadows bloom with wildflowers and herbs. The local people of the region are mostly Montenegrin Highlanders, known for their deep traditions, strong community bonds, and mountain hospitality. You may encounter shepherds offering fresh goat cheese or stories of mountain life, carried down through generations. The cuisine in the nearby highland villages is simple, hearty, and authentic. Try kizela pavlaka, a sour cream delicacy, or jagnutina ispod saka, slow-cooked lamb under a metal lid. Another local favorite is proya, a cornbread often served with cheese or yogurt. Perfect after a day of hiking in the crisp alpine air. You'll often be invited to try rakija, a homemade fruit brandy, served with a smile as a gesture of welcome. The silence around Kapitanovo Lake is profound, broken only by the breeze, birdsong, and the occasional cowbell. In the evenings, the sky above the lake is filled with stars, as light pollution is nearly non-existent in this remote corner of Montenegro. Whether you're a nature photographer, a hiker, or simply a seeker of peace, Kapitanovo Lake offers solitude and soul-stirring beauty. It remains one of Montenegro's best-kept secrets. A place where nature, tradition, and time stand still. Crno Jezero, or Black Lake, is one of Montenegro's most iconic natural wonders. Nestled in the heart of Durmitor National Park, near the town of Zabiak. The lake is surrounded by dense pine forests and dramatic mountain peaks, with the towering Medjid Peak reflecting on its mirror-like surface. Crno Jezero actually consists of two smaller lakes, connected by a narrow strait that dries up in summer, forming two separate bodies of water. This glacial lake sits at 1,416 meters above sea level, making it a refreshing escape during Montenegro's warm summers. Visitors can take an easy walking path that circles the lake, offering scenic views, shaded trails, and peaceful picnic spots. The water is crystal clear and cold, ideal for brave swimmers, and the area is perfect for canoeing, photography, or quiet reflection. In autumn, the surrounding trees explode in color, turning the landscape into a canvas of gold, red, and amber. Zabiak, the closest town, is a center for ecotourism and mountain culture. Locals are friendly, welcoming, and proud of their wild, unspoiled environment. Montenegrins from this region are deeply connected to nature, and many still practice traditional farming and livestock herding. The cuisine around Crno Jezero reflects the mountain lifestyle, rich, hearty, and full of flavor. Try kakamak, a creamy mix of potatoes, cornmeal, and cheese, usually served with kajmak, a delicious homemade dairy spread. Smoked meats and stews like jagnutina, lamb, and pasel, bean soup, are staples on the table, often cooked over open fires or in stone ovens. You may be offered a shot of rakija, the fiery fruit brandy, as a warm welcome to the highlands. Crno Jezero is more than just a lake. It's a gateway to exploring Montenegro's wild soul. From here, you can hike deeper into the Durmitor Range, toward glacial valleys, alpine meadows, and hidden waterfalls. At night, the stars shine brilliantly above the forest canopy, offering a calm, mystical atmosphere far from city lights. Whether you're an adventurer or a seeker of peace, Crno Jezero promises memories wrapped in nature's quiet magic.